Hey everyone, welcome back to Ameta Academy Friday Lives. Today we're talking about a category that's becoming more important than ever: professional grade Wi Fi security cameras. And let's be honest, most installers hear Wi Fi camera and immediately think consumer grade. But this AI based camera is very different. This is not a consumer Wi Fi camera. This is a commercial grade surveillance camera designed for jobs where cable runs are difficult. Think detached buildings, older structures, temporary deployments, retrofit jobs. So, today we're going to break down where Wi Fi cameras actually make sense, the AI based Wi Fi camera model, the real installer partner deployments, installation and sales tips, and how to position this professionally. So, let's get into it. Next slide, please. So, first, we need to separate commercial Wi Fi surveillance from consumer Wi Fi products. Consumer Wi Fi cameras are usually DIY products, cloud focused, lightweight hardware, and limited in integration. The AI based model is built differently. It's designed as a professional surveillance camera that happens to use Wi Fi connectivity. So you still get commercial grade image quality and hardware, AI analytics, active deterrence, NVR integration, full color performance, and rock solid reliability backed by our 3-year warranty. You see, with AI based Wi Fi camera, the Wi Fi isn't the product, the Wi Fi is the deployment advantage. And that becomes really important when running cable is difficult, expensive, or disruptive. So now that you understand the difference between disposable Wi Fi cameras versus real deal commercial grade AI based Wi Fi camera, let's deep dive into the AI based Wi Fi camera. Next slide. So here's the actual camera. You're getting 4 megapixel resolution, full color surveillance, active deterrence, and edge AI analytics. But the key feature here is the stable commercial grade Wi Fi connectivity. The camera is designed for environments where running Ethernet cable is difficult, environments like finished interiors or detached garages. On top of that, because this is still an AI based surveillance camera, you also get human and vehicle detection, built in microphone and speaker. So, this isn't compromising surveillance quality for convenience. It's bringing professional surveillance into environments where traditional installs become difficult. And that's exactly why installer partners are deploying these AI based Wi Fi cameras. Now, before we move on to discussing these project deployments by our installer partners, let me show you an actual image captured by this camera. Next slide. As you can see, the AI-based 4 megapixel Wi-Fi camera delivers a high-resolution image that captures fine details with impressive clarity. Whether it's humans, vehicles, or actively around the property, the camera captures crisp, sharp visuals that make it easily to see exactly what's happening. All right, now that we've covered key aspects of this camera, let's take a look at a few projects that have been done by our installer partners with this camera. Next slide, please. One very common application has been detached garages. You see, the problem with installing a wired camera on a detached garage is the difficulty of running a cable, because running cable means trenching, conduit work, or extensive labor. So, to avoid these issues for these projects, our installer partners deployed the AI-based Wi-Fi camera. This way, the consumer still received a commercial image quality and reliability, AI analytics, and active deterrence. And all this without expensive and time consuming cabling work. Second common deployment for this camera has been at retail stores. Retail stores usually have finished ceilings and open storefronts, which means minimal ability to run cable cleanly. So, the store owner for one of these projects wanted surveillance upgrades, but didn't want cable runs or any modifications to the clean aesthetics of the store. So, our installer partner used our Wi Fi camera deployment to avoid damaging finished interiors. And because this camera integrates into the AI based VMS, the system maintained a commercial feel. As expected, client was very happy with the whole setup. Now, the last project application I want to share today is temporary deployments. In these cases, a customer needed surveillance quickly without full infrastructure work. And And so the AI-based Wi-Fi camera deployment allowed the installer partners to finish the job significantly faster with lower labor costs and minimal disruption. As you may notice across all these projects, that's really the theme. Professional Wi Fi surveillance for speed, lower cost, and minimal disruption. Now, let's talk about how to install and pitch these cameras properly. Next slide. I'm going to give you 5 tips that will help you win AI based commercial Wi Fi camera. Number 1, cell deployment, speed, and flexibility. The value isn't just the camera, it's avoiding the time consuming, costly cable runs. Number 2, always verify Wi Fi quality before installation. Good Wi Fi planning matters. Check for signal strength, interference, distance, and building materials. Remember, bad internet connection means the camera can't function properly. Number 3, these cameras are excellent for retrofit projects, so pitch them for those installs. Some examples of those projects are finished retail stores, older buildings, or detached structures. Number 4, don't forget active deterrence. With this AI-based model, you're still getting deterrence lights, voice prompts, and AI analytics. So use these features to demonstrate the value of this camera and win the job. And finally, set realistic expectations. Wi-Fi camera is great for ease of deployment. It is not a total replacement of a wired systems, and it's not for every project. But having said that, when used correctly, it solves real installation problems that you may face at many project sites. Now, let's wrap up with this takeaway. This camera solves a very real installer problem, which is, how do you deploy professional surveillance when running cable becomes difficult? And the answer is, you deploy an AI-based commercial-grade Wi-Fi camera. Because with AI-based Wi-Fi cameras, you get easier deployment, less disruption, faster installs, and professional level security. Okay, that's everything for today. Make sure you check out the step-by-step AI-based system setup tutorials on our website. The link is in the description below. Now, let's get into our live Q&A. While you post your questions in the chat, let me share some FAQs from our installer and integrator partners. Question number 1 is the AI-based Wi-Fi camera reliable? Yes, it's IP66, so it's good for outdoor use, and like other AI-based cameras, it's backed by our 3 years warranty. Question number 2, can this integrate with our NVRs? Yes, like any other AI-based IP camera, it can be added to the AI-based NVR, VMS, web VMS, and the mobile app. Question number 3, is this AI-based camera better than consumer Wi-Fi cameras? Absolutely. Different category and class of cameras entirely. Reliability and features of this AI-based camera cannot be matched by those disposable Wi-Fi cameras you see in consumer or retail retail Wi-Fi cameras. Period. So when it comes to reliability, this Wi-Fi camera is where to come to. When should I avoid Wi-Fi? This is a great question. We recommend you go for a wired AI-based IP cameras in extremely congested or infrastructure-heavy environments where wired deployment is practical and better suited. So if it's real congested, no Wi-Fi cameras. We always recommend IP wired cameras. Question number 5, does active deterrence work well on the AI-based Wi-Fi camera? Yes. It has lights, audio, AI analytics, and notifications still function normally like any other AI-based IP camera. All right. Now I covered those 5 frequently asked questions. We'll go ahead and see if we have any questions in the chat. We have a common question here. What about Wi-Fi jammers? Does it have an SD card slot to keep the recording footage? And this is a great question here. Yes, it does have an SD card slot so you can have onboard storage. So when those Wi-Fi jammers, let's say, do come into play, because sometimes you have nefarious people, you still get that footage on the SD card itself. It doesn't stop recording because a Wi-Fi jammer is happening. Is it two-way audio? Yes, this AI-based Wi-Fi camera is two-way audio. It's completely active deterrence through and through. It has red and blue lights, that full-color white light, backup infrared light, the speaker, and the microphone for two-way audio, and sirens and things of that nature. Great questions. Great questions. And also, too, since it has the SD card, you can run it standalone. It is a Wi-Fi camera. Sometimes, you have a budget-oriented client that wants a single camera system, but they don't want any wires ran anywhere. Just employ this Wi-Fi camera, put an SD card for storage, add it to your mobile app, add it to the VMS, and you're good to go. Um, Battery life. So this isn't a battery-powered Wi-Fi camera. It actually is a 12-volt Wi-Fi camera, and it comes with a little wall wart, so you can plug it directly in, and then all you got to do is find a great Wi-Fi signal. All right. Waited like a minute or two for a couple more questions. Your great questions. Keep them coming. Yeah, it doesn't have any Ethernet port to be powered by a PoE switch, so it has to be powered by a 12-volt connection. It does come with like a 3-foot wall wart you can plug in, or if you need to extend it, that wall wart does just pop out with like a little barrel plug, and then you can extend it. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Any more questions? Keep them coming. If not, we'll wrap up soon here. All right. Okay. All right. Looks like covered a lot today. If there's no more questions, then we're just gonna go ahead and wrap up. I'll just take a couple seconds. Oh, here's one. I got one from Eugene Halden. Here's a question, but it relates to the doorbell camera. Is the doorbell camera Wi-Fi also and 12-volt powered or PoE only? For the doorbell specifically, the doorbell is actually either you can power it by 12-volt 2-wire, or it actually has a slot for PoE as well. That's specifically for the doorbell. For the Wi-Fi camera that we're presenting today, the Wi-Fi Bullet, it is only a 12-volt power. It doesn't have any Ethernet connection or PoE connection per se. Uh, but yeah, thank you for that question. We have another question here from, it looks like Spinoza Installations. Is there a solution for Wi-Fi extender base AI? Um, so if you're asking about Wi-Fi extenders, typically technicians don't really recommend Wi-Fi extenders. They recommend putting an AP, an access point, in an area where there's low Wi-Fi. That way, you're not extending a poor Wi-Fi connection. If you're looking for a network help, give us a call, and we actually have some networking products like access points and networking switches for that. But yeah. And then we have another question down here. It works with different NVR brands. So this Wi-Fi camera is ONVIF capable. So meaning you can add it to third-party NVRs, but you have to be noted that will be just live view and playback only, because the active deterrence features won't transfer over to the third-party NVR. If you want to do those active deterrence features still, you can either log into the camera's IP or add it to our AIBASE Color Pro mobile app and configure settings there, and then add it to the third-party system, and then you have a whole setup there. So yeah, it's ONVIF capable. You can add it to third-party systems. And then we have another one. Oh, no problem. Cool. All right. Great questions, guys. Appreciate them all today. Cool. Do I need to clarify anything? Let me know. We have another question come in. Can Wi-Fi cameras be added to different platforms or NVRs? So yeah, they are ONVIF capable. So you can add these Wi-Fi cameras to another third-party NVR, but just for live view and playback. All active deterrence features would either have to be with our own NVR, AI-based NVR, or be configured through the AI-based mobile app. But yeah, if you want live view and playback for a Wi-Fi camera, you can add them to a third-party system via the ONVIF protocol. Okay, awesome. And then while we wait for another question to come through, I'll just go ahead and answer these for wrap up. Uh, does it have an SD card slot to keep recording footage? Yes, the Wi-Fi camera does have an SD card slot to keep recording footage. Is Wi-Fi camera two-way voice? Yes, it has a speaker and a microphone for two-way audio. What's the battery life? It doesn't have any battery life because it's a 12-volt powered Wi-Fi camera. And then can it be powered by 12 volt or PoE switches? It can only be powered by 12 volt, not a PoE switch because there's no PoE input. It can only be powered by 12 volt. Does the doorbell do 12 volt and PoE? Yes, the doorbell from AIBASE does do 12 volt and PoE. Is there a solution for Wi-Fi extender base for AIBASE AI? We don't recommend Wi-Fi extenders. We don't recommend you extend a poor connection. We recommend you actually get a Wi-Fi access point to extend a good connection from the router to the point that has weak connection. Does it work with different NVR brands? Yes, this Wi-Fi camera is ONVIF capable. Therefore, it can be added to third-party brands for live view and playback only. All right, I think that covers it. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. As always, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, hit the alert bell so you never get you never miss one of our lives. All right, and take care. We'll catch you next week.